We are buying designer clothes. We are buying designer watches that cost over 100,000s, 500,000s, but we are not buying land. Where is our mind?
Man, we are heading towards Matric results.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world if you fail, right?
Yeah.
The mindset of a winner is keep on trying.
It's so hot, I ain't gotta pay.
Chef Fit and Jayam, how's it?
Oh, good. What's up?
I'm nice, man. I'm nice. It's a new year.
New year, new beginnings.
Yeah, it's 2024. We made it, man. How do you feel about that?
Man, always good like to make it at the end of something, you know?
Yeah.
Always good like getting to the finish line of the past year to the new year.
They say the end of something is the beginning of another one.
For sure.
Yeah. How was 2023 for you if we have to start?
2023 wasn't really good. But you know, we soldiers, man. We soldier on because each and every year is a war. So in every war, find something good out of it, you know, and just be a soldier who keeps on winning the war.
Yeah. There's this question, man, that annoys people, and they think it's people who normally ask it as snobs. But what lesson have you learned above it all throughout the year of 2023?
2023, the lesson that I learned, I think, getting rid of what you don't need. I think we got a lot of things that we don't need, and they are just like piling up in our pockets, in our spaces. So getting rid of all of those things that you don't need to clear space for the things that you need, you know. So I learned like you should cut off without mercy the things that would delay you, things that you just don't need. You catch my drift. So what have you learned?
I've learned that, man, whatever you set your mind in is possible, and that sometimes you gotta force and push for things to happen. You know, if you wait in the name of the right time is gonna come, things are gonna happen, you're not gonna have enough, you're not gonna have much, you're not gonna get where you wanna get. But if you start fighting on and pushing things around and applying the force, you know, things normally happen. They are meant to happen if you apply the force. But if you don't apply the force, they will never happen. So I've learned that, man, how that our force that you just gotta apply the force and things will automatically fall into place. You know, nobody's gonna do it for you, nobody's gonna fight for you. You can have parents, family support, friends, but there's a point whereby you gotta push things yourself and make things happen. And as much as you may be having support, some things, some people think they don't have support from their family, but it's simply because they want their families to start things for them. But as soon as you be like, let me just put things into place and connect the dots and push things, pull that, go there, do this and that, that's when you will see the support from your family, from your hood, from your friends and all that. But until you make things happen, they will never happen. So I've learned that, hey man, whatever that you set your mind in, push it, man. And support is not defined by money only. Support is everything that people give you that you need.
Yeah, man, your dreams are your dreams. They are not anybody's dreams, your family's dreams, you know, your
Yeah.
friends' dreams. So true, if you set your mind upon something, then tie up a goal and go for it, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's a better way to go. Always has been, you know. We always want to reach a certain point or a certain thing, you know, but are we putting much effort for us to reach that thing?
Yeah.
You know, so for real, I also learned that in 2023, you know, gun for what you want, gun for what you think will change your life.
Yeah. Gun for what you want, gun for what you think, it will change your life. Chef Fedi Buffetti, who's it? This is Prime Art Studio Podcast. You're chilling with your boy, Season and Amazing. It's a new year, Buffetti. And if you are watching this episode, we have a belief that you have made it to 2024. So please grace us with a subscription if you haven't subscribed yet. And please share, like, comment on all our social media platforms as they are appearing right there at the bottom of the screen. And please tell your neighbors, your haters, and everybody else that Primal Studio is here. We are here to change the world and make it a better place. We are here to turn a negative energy into a positive energy. We are here with another exciting content for the year of 2024, my G. Are you ready?
Man, I'm thrilled. I'm up for it. I'm excited.
We got exciting stuff for the primes, man.
Always, you know it.
Hey, they don't know the catalog we worked on.
Yeah.
It's simply because we prepped ourselves for this year. And like as much as we know that things sometimes they don't go the way we want, but we got a plan in motion and a plan ready for the year. And we got things ready, exciting stuff. I wish I could tell, but I can't tell.
Keep it like in the bag as time goes. Let them let us hit them with surprise after surprise, surprise after surprise. Let us put them at the edge of their feet and on their toes for sure. You know it.
You primes, you gotta know that whatever we talk here, whatever we share here, whatever plugs we give you, these are the things we also apply in our real lives. We don't just practice what we don't preach. We preach something that we practice. So if we tell you prepare yourself for the coming year, we had a plan for Primer Studio. Even before December started, we had already had a plan in motion on how we're gonna tackle until with 2024. So now it's just a matter of execution. So when we say prepare in time, plan in time, have things ahead of you, we also apply and do the same thing. And we notice that these are the things that work for the big OGs up there. So when we say we're doing something, trust us, man. We give you what we believe that it can better your life.
Always has been, man. This is what we're out for, you know. We try to give to you guys what we have learned. Always has been. We can learn something from a millionaire and we'll be like, how to become a millionaire. We don't know how much it takes how to become a millionaire, but if we learn from a millionaire what it takes to become a millionaire and we come with that to you and tell you how it is done, it will help you. So whatever we give to you is what also we are applying in our lives. So we're implementing it to you also just to keep you like going, and all of that.
Yeah. What do you what where do you see yourself at the end of this year?
At the end of this year,
Yeah.
I got a 2 year plan. I got a 2 year plan. This year, uh, yes, I do see myself somewhere, but I can't really say.
Disclose, yeah.
Yeah, I can't
I
really
respect
say.
that. I respect
But
that.
I want to achieve like quite a lot of things that I've set upon my diary, upon my bucket list, upon my missionary book. A lot of things that I really, really want to achieve and accumulate. So I see myself as a redesigned man. I see myself as my ideal self, the person that I always wanted to be. At least like taking 3 steps closer to being that man. Yeah.
Oh man, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Cause I'm thinking, and I'll be like, I was thinking, even in my love, I was like, hey, what is it that I want for 2023? There are a lot of exciting things that I want to see. But what do you hope for? At least like that thing that you be like, before the end of this year, I gotta have that. Even if it's not part of the plan, just that thing that, or a place where you wanna see yourself at. What is that thing that you wanna get by the end of this year, even if it's not out of your book, out of your diary? What is that thing?
What I can disclose is that I'm hoping for a million.
Yeah.
I'm hoping like if I can hit a million with everything that I've put together, I will know that I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Because it is very as you perceive it or as you like think about it, you will think like making a million is like a long, long journey. A long tip of the mountain. But to tell the truth, is really not. All you gotta do, just have a routine. Have a routine and have a will. And empower yourself and say if somebody else has done it, how is it impossible for me, to do it? 12 months is a very long time. You can become a millionaire in 3 months. Just be an entrepreneur, think entrepreneurship, solve a problem and make money out of it.
Yeah, becoming a millionaire is a, I wouldn't say it's an easy thing, but it's a thing that's possible and 100% possible because a lot of people are doing it. Now people are gunning for trillionaire and a billionaire status.
Yeah.
So I normally sometimes check out on the Forbes magazine of millionaires, and I discovered that there are content creators also in the millionaire status. There are people who are just doing great with just things that we normally underlook or underrate, things that we don't really think they can make people millionaire, but because they got this and they trust God and believe God and they are applying and putting their plan in motion, they become millionaires. So it is possible if you believe. Thing is, do you believe in your plan? Because you can have a plan and not believe in it. Do you know that?
Man, I'm gonna execute it. If you set up a plan, that means it doesn't only comes from your mind, but it comes like from the heart. Uh, when you have a plan and you say, "I want this in life," the mind is secondary, but the heart, because like even in the Bible, they say, uh, "God will give you the desires of your heart." So
Yeah,
a lot of things come from the heart.
yeah,
If I say I want to become a millionaire or make a million in this 12 months, it comes from the heart. That means, yes, I do have to believe it, but fundamentally or from the foundation of it, it's already been there.
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
mind is gonna plan for it, execute it, and all of that. You got me. So you, man, where do you see yourself like at the end of the year?
Man, I wanna go to Cape Town. I wanna go to Durban for starter. Going out. I got plans. I wanna see us shooting content in different provinces, all the provinces of this country.
Mm,
By the end of the 365. Is it leap year this year?
I think.
Yeah, if it's leap year 366 or 365 days of this year, I want to see this podcast growing. I'm seeing it going to provinces. I'm seeing us going into different crazy location. Man, I see, yeah, and I would disclose other things, but I'm hoping to travel a lot this year. I'm hoping to meeting different people. Um, Hey man, I'm hoping for a lot of things, a lot of things, lot of things. But also, uh, there are people that I would wish to meet this year. People like Tatoya Mudimu,
Mm.
from she's just here in Joburg. I just wish to meet her, because she's a great person who believes, she has ambition, she's dedicated and all that, and she's a young person.
What does she do?
She's a filmmaker. She's
Mm,
an actor.
mm.
So meeting people like her, man, would be the greatest thing I've ever done. Um, I wanna pay a visit to TMDS Africa store. Um,
Jewelry.
Jewelry, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Who has the crazy things, man? Crazy things. Some things are like we can't control them, but I believe some of the things, just like I said, applying the force and pushing them, that will be possible to happen.
For
And
sure,
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
man. My hope is to shake DJ's Boo's hand before the end of this year.
Why DJ's Vu? Out of like,
Hey man, that guy is more than an inspiration to me.
mm,
Um, he reveals all forms and all sides of hustle. That is not an easy thing, but despite of whatever that how hard it is, no matter how hard the hustle is,
mm,
you just gotta apply the force. You just gotta do it, and he believes that we are more than capable of doing whatever we wanna do.
mm.
So as I don't know how to put this in words, but I believe you get where I'm trying to go. I wanna shake his hand because he's one of the people that I normally mostly look up to, because he's doing and he's pushing it, and he doesn't say I have more than enough, and he's just simple. He
Mm.
doesn't say I'm there and all that. But some of the people at this level, they are too much. They got too much pride and all that. But despite of his status and how big he's getting, he still recognizes people. He still recognizes the youth. He still recognizes other people. He's the cool dude, if I can put it that way. So
Yeah,
definitely, if I can shake his hand by the end of this year, man, just to meet the OG, man.
yeah, yeah. I got you.
I'll be dope, man. But yeah, man, traveling, um, doing amazing thing, different types of content. Yeah.
And all of that.
And all of that. Very excited. I can't God has more than this for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is what my heart speaks that
For now.
if I can go provinces, bro, different provinces. Imagine our pockets. We are in Limpopo, we are in KZN, We are in Mpumalanga, different places, man. More exciting places. Northern Cape. Have you ever thought of going to Northern Cape?
I've been in all countries. I've been like in all provinces. My bad. I've been in all provinces of like South Africa,
Yeah.
except Mpumalanga.
Yeah, I got a boy in Pumalang. He gotta take me there.
Yeah.
He definitely gotta take me there because he's been like for years. Like, man, let's go, man. I can take you there. Let's go. Let's go. Be like, nah, man. No, I wanna go and I have something. I purpose to go there. As much as you want me to go meet up your family because he got a daughter. You know, as much as you want me to go there and meet your family, see your homehood and all that, I just can't go for the sake of going. You know, because I'm one person. If I don't have a purpose of going to a place, I might be tempted or if I end up doing things just for doing things, and I might be, ruining sometimes. And so I prefer going while I have a plan, while I have a purpose.
Yeah.
I gotta know why I go somewhere. If I just go, the person you're not going to number one and number two, I might cause other people. I don't know what I'm capable of when I don't have plans. What all I know is I'm dangerous.
Yeah, maybe not.
No, you never know.
Yeah,
You never know. You never know. So, man, the year is starting up, right? And I believe on the previous episode, we were teaching the primes that um, they gotta have the plan in motion and they gotta be ready for a year. But definitely, somewhere, somehow, there's a person who might have missed the content, or there's a person who didn't really get us. Um, when we spoke about preparing for a year, right? But if you had to break it down to somebody, how would you say, or how would you put it, that this is like the format, not necessarily the actual thing, but maybe this is how maybe you can try to prep your year. So the how part, how do we prepare for a year from January going forth?
I think it's very simple, man. You just gotta have a routine. It's simple. Have a routine. From the moment you wake up, know exactly what you're supposed to do. If you have goals, you know precisely what you gotta do. Uh, a Coca-Cola, a drink, you know,
Yeah.
it is not a Coca-Cola drink until you put some ingredients in it.
Okay.
So routine is like ingredients, putting this and this together and this together, you come out with a full product, So if you want a full product of success, you gotta have a routine. And I will encourage people to read books, man. Because I think reading a book, you find out the research of the book took like 3 years to 5 years for that book to be finished. And when you read that book for like the whole week, that means you accumulated information of 5 years in 1 week. So I think like reading books, setting a routine, reading books, it will put you in a far closer to where you want to go, to where you want to be. Just become a better version of yourself, and be great, because if you want to be successful, you just gotta take steps to being successful. There's no other way. You can't be successful and be in one place, be stagnant, and just being constant. You just gotta move. You just gotta move. If you wanna get to the tip of the mountain, Mount Everest, whatever mountain, you just gotta keep walking up until you get closer to that step. So set a routine, read more, find knowledge about a lot of things, especially in the space that you want to be in. Entrepreneurship, being a medical doctor, a pilot, whatever. You catch my drift. So please do that if you want to be successful. I dare you to come back to me if that doesn't work. Yeah.
When we started our conversation, we spoke about a lot of things, right? And one of them was to like have a plan and believe where you're going, right? Because when you start something, you gotta have a vision.
Mm.
Without vision, you will never know where you're going,
Yeah.
what you're gonna do there, what's gonna happen. Same thing I just mentioned, that I can't go to a place if I don't have a purpose to go there. So the best thing to start a year is to have because we are breaking down preparing for a year, right? How to plan for your year is firstly to identify where you want to go.
Yeah.
If you are, for example, you are going for a millionaire status, you want to be a millionaire by the end of this year, right? I believe there's a million at the top of your charter or whatever that you
Yeah,
have,
yeah, for
right?
sure.
It's a million there and it's you. Now, what you gotta do is to figure out how do I get to a million?
Yeah.
That's now what we call a plan. Because a million is a goal that you set.
Yeah.
So it depends what you want. You know, some people that are not really aware that they set goals unaware. Somebody be like, but at the end of this year, and you think they are playing until a child comes.
Yeah.
So you gotta have a goal first things first. That this is a millionaire status. I want to see myself a millionaire. I want to see myself a powerful motivational. And I love the fact that you raised that. We gotta read. I take that advice as well because, like I noticed, man. Uh, yes, internet can teach us a lot of things, but there is nothing that makes the mind powerful when it takes words and start to visualize them. When you
Yeah.
start reading something and visualizing it, that is how you train your mind. That's how you prepare your mind. That's how you expand your mind. Whenever I read, I become sensitive and I become a different person. You know, my mind starts to be more active and more quicker, and it start to read and analyze things differently from when I depend on internet.
Yeah.
So I was speaking about having a vision. That we gotta have a vision, and what boosts us to become better people also is reading. The more you read, the more you know, the more you become smarter. So, for example, let's say you wanna be a millionaire. It means the content you must also align yourself and associate yourself is about millionaires and uh, how to make money, this and that. So that also make you a better person, and it helps you to know how to make better moves because sometimes it's not that we don't reach our goals at the end of the year, but it's simply because we never really uh, done a lot of research on the plan we had. You know, you had a plan that okay, ke tlo simolola go trader, ke tlo etsa crypto. But have you studied what crypto is? Do you know about
Yeah.
crypto? If you know about the do's and the don'ts, the bad and the good about crypto, if you have studied crypto, not from one source, but multiple sources, then you will know how to troubleshoot your mistakes. But if you just enter in crypto because you want to be a millionaire and then that's it, chances of you failing are high. And when you fail, chances of you not wanting to do it again and giving up are very high. So it's better for you to have a plan and also have knowledge about your plan.
Yeah, for sure. You cannot say you wanna be a millionaire without knowing what it takes to become a millionaire. You know, you cannot say you wanna be anything that has to do with success, not knowing what it takes to become that thing. You know, so yeah, for sure, you just gotta know. That's the thing. You just gotta know, and after knowing, now you gotta find out on your own. Go to that pinpoint that you have set or where you want to be in life, and yeah, just go for it.
Yeah, just go for it, man. Just go for it. Cause like um reason why we end up having a wasted life or a wasted year sometimes is simply because we never had goals, we never set plans. I was showing big shout out to my bro. I was showing him my plans of last year. He paid us a visit and I was like, you told me how to set goals and put them on the wall. Look at my plans. The goals I have for 2023, they all scratched out. It means now I gotta put a new paper there. All
Yeah,
thanks to you because he gave me a knowledge that set goals by every beginning of the year. And every time you achieve something, go to the same wall, mark that thing out, and see how many is left. And if a year ended without you finishing that list, go back and troubleshoot and check. Did I misuse finance? Did I do this and that? If I had a goal of finishing 1,000 book in a year, if I didn't finish those books in that year, I have to troubleshoot what stole my time. Was I the problem or did other things? So I must be able to know. When I have a plan, I'm able to know when mistakes come, when wrong things happen and this and that. So man, setting goals is very important. And this is why we are here to say, guys, we are not saying this for the sake of creating content. We are saying this because we want to build your life. We want to help us build our lives They say a black child cannot do it, but we figured the recipe and we are bringing the recipe straight to you. So if you fail from here, eyes on you.
So this is like the first episode of uh, the new year 2024, and the reason why we are not starting it up like with a conversation, having fun, but we just trying to make sure that you guys are good in terms of like starting up the year, being great, about your goals, about your new year resolutions and all of that. Just make sure you don't miss your season. Everybody got their own seasons. Past this season is for you to create something, and the next season for you to upgrade it. The next season for you to to make it go to higher heights and all of that. Just make sure you don't miss your season. This might be your season to be great. This might be your season for promotion at work, anything else, but just make sure you don't miss your season. So be aware, have discernment, especially in your plans, especially in your profession and all of that. So don't miss your season. That's the whole case scenario.
And they mustn't miss the season, man. Like last time we spoke, that there's nothing painful like a wasted opportunity and a wasted time, you know. And for us to show that we have meaningful conversation, not for the sake of conversating, but for the sake of also educating and learning ourselves. Also, we still remember what we spoke of, you know. So they mustn't miss this season. And some people is gonna be tricky when you start. It's gonna be a bit hard, but it's not that it's hard. You know, it's just some things are just there to scare you. God put things, if it's God who put them, it's Him saying that I want to show you the strength you have. But if it's the devil who brings them, it's just him saying, hey, just run away because he doesn't want you to discover who you are. But the moment you begin to take boldness and step in, as I started the podcast, that we force things. Me, I learned to force last year. And it's heartbreaking that I've been hearing people saying, "Oh, this year," and I'm only learned now that I forced that. But ever since I learned to force, man, man, I'm doing it, man. Look like people like Casper. These are the people. Even if you are not his fan, but just look at how he's doing things, you can learn a thing or two there. You know, people like Robot Boy. Robot Boy got us a more to do. The guy doesn't rest, bruh. You see him there, you see him there, you see him there. So Ralph Foster. A lot of now we have people that we learn from, we look up to, we want to be like. But at the end of the day, Ralph Foster, and don't miss this season. Don't allow yourself to miss it. Fight, fight, fight. People don't want to
For
fight.
sure, because like if like also man, I have problem with laziness. I have problem with procrastination. Find out how to fight those things. But here's a secretive thing that I've learned long time ago from a wise man in my family. He saw that time I was lazy and I was busy procrastinating. And what he did, he said, look, here's the seed. I give you this seed, and this seed at the end of the year, I wanted to see it as a tree and like bearing fruit. So take this seed, plant the seed, and I wanted to see like it becoming a tree. So what I did, I planted that seed.
Yeah, you gotta plant the seed and grow the tree, right? So, man, we are heading towards Matric results.
Yeah.
Yeah, the babies, the nanas who were writing just a few weeks ago, or should I say last year,
Yeah.
they are now getting their results. Yeah. Or
going
would you
down.
like, because here's the thing,
Yeah.
crazy things are gonna happen. With somebody out there who didn't do good, I want us to start with those.
Who didn't do good.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world if you fail, right?
Yeah.
The mindset of a winner uh, is keep on trying.
Yeah.
If you fail, keep on trying. If you fail, keep on trying until you get it right, because there's nothing that you keep on doing that you'll keep on failing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if you didn't do good, if you didn't appear, find a better way. I think that's the only way, because if you're gonna hold yourself hostage about failing and have some self-resentment, you will end up having social anxiety, depression, and a lot of things that will come as a collective to pull you down, to
Yeah.
say you're not good enough, you're not worthy, other kids are the best and you are not, you're a loser. So from me to you, you are a winner. But failing, uh that means you didn't do good. You didn't do your best. So try again, do your best, and do good. There's always next time.
There's always next time.
Yeah.
To those of you who might have or didn't do good, it will depend on how you watched. When do you get the chance to watch this episode? Um, yeah, you are used to the line that is not the end of the world, right? But don't take this as just words or as just the phrase that we normally say because we are trying to comfort you. But what we are simply saying is you can do better. You know, um, failure is there. We come across failure at some point in time. Some of the episodes we showed, we couldn't post them
Yeah.
because they didn't come out well. They became a fail. You get, so we fail in life. We fail many times, even if it's not only in academics, but there are experiences and things that happen in our lives that we define them as failure. So failure is part of life. You sometimes failing, it's God simply saying, let me pull back the wind that is trying to come at that time because you are not ready for it. So if you didn't give your all sometime, God wants you to see that you are more than willing and more than capable, because some people what to feel is like a one mark or one subject.
Yeah.
It's God simply saying, I want you to perfect it. Because where I want you to go, you're gonna be demanded perfection. So I gotta prepare you and set your mind ready. Some failure sometimes is a wake up call. It's simply saying, wake up. Because if you are sleeping and you are just thinking, oh, this is life, I'm just gonna have everything. God doesn't want people who are sleeping. You gotta be in your toes because devil is awake, he's alive. You know, bad things are always ready at our doorstep to happen. But now, if God wants to trust you with a bigger thing, and you are not ready, failure is gonna come. So some of you, you didn't fail because um, God doesn't love you and all that. God loves you, but now He wants you to be ready for what He wants to bless you with. You gotta fail for you to be ready. Some of you, you gotta it's God saying, get rid of these people. There are people whom we don't have to keep in our lives. So failure comes for them to go, for you to remain, so that God can give you what is rightfully yours. Because if He can give you what is rightfully yours among those people, man, it's gonna be bad. You're just gonna ruin it. So if you didn't do good, if you might have failed and you are listening to this and you are watching this, just know it's an opportunity for you to start again, to give your best, to do better and become better.
For sure. It's not the end of the world. I say it again. Look, everybody is destined for greatness. Nobody's destined to fail. Nobody is destined to, be something they are not. So you are meant to be something, and that's not you being a failure. You are a winner.
Yeah.
So try up, get up, dust yourself, and go for those distinctions.
Yeah, winners are not quitters.
For sure.
You can't be a winner and have a quitting mentality. If something didn't go your way, we try again. That's a mentality and a mindset of a win. But if you fall and you think of quitting and giving up, you must know you are not a winner. So this podcast, we are here to inspire you and to encourage you that, hey, you are a winner. If you are thinking of quitting, if you are thinking of not going back to school, look, you don't know. You might need those results. So please go back, Osapa. Go and rewrite, go and do better. This time with a sharper mind. Because some people were delayed by friends, if we are being honest.
Yeah.
Some people
yeah.
entertain things they were not supposed to entertain. So the other failure, hence I said you gotta learn to troubleshoot your life previously. You gotta learn to visit and check the errors. After you fail, sit down and check, how did I fail? What happened for me to fail? If you were not reading, be honest with yourself. The best thing and to avoid anxiety and depression is to simply be honest with yourself. If you are not reading, be honest with yourself. But as after you identify the problem, tell yourself, I'm going to do better. I'm going to put laziness, as he has mentioned, that laziness is a thing that delays most of us. Put laziness aside, start working on yourself and building. I'm telling you, you're going to do better.
For sure, always.
Yeah. Amen. So to those who have passed, like we're moving with those who have done well now.
Look, those who have passed, Now this is your time to prove yourself. High school is high school. Yes, you did good. We're proud of you. Now it's time to prove yourself. Tertiary life is very brutal because now is the time where you're gonna be independent in a lot of things. You are independent in a lot of things, and lectures can only give you what they can give you, and the rest is upon you, right? So I would say, like, mentally be focused. Mentally be focused. Uh, your studies. Remember why you go to tertiary. Remember what you want in life. Remember what your parents want for you in life, or what you want to do for your parents in the future. So all these things should become as one. That now I'm going to another stage of my life, another level of my life, and it will require more focus. It will require more will. It will require more what empowerment? Do it require me being the greater person that I was in the high school? Now it's a new level, a new life. I have to be a new person and just become this machine, man, that will excel. And all of that. You got me.
And they say new levels, new devils. So you completing the previous metric class, it doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. Also to you, you are not finished. The race still continues. Um, After you run, you now have to compete for another league. So remember that you got a goals. You want to become somebody. You had goals set in high school that by this age I gotta reach this and that. Some of those things might not happen, but here's a motivation for you. Be innovative. Just know at the beginning, when we started this podcast, we said at the beginning, at the end of something, it's the beginning of another thing. So just because you finish metric, like life doesn't stop here. That doesn't mean you have to be careless. That doesn't mean you have to be act blind. Because most people they believe when they done, especially in our society, our people believe after metric, I'm the man, I'm the woman. No, you're still a child. you know, as much as you are a young adult, but you gotta be responsible. You gotta be awake because now you'll be having more time to yourself. Number one. And now, if you are not focused, you end up start thinking other things that are not necessarily. Some of you are gonna tend to become criminals. Some of you are gonna be tending to how do I put this? How do
Yeah.
I put this? They're gonna if you're a girl, you become for the food. That's easiest way I can put it. If you are not focused, if you don't have a vision, if you don't want to go somewhere, so you're gonna be turning to housewives, was father said, and then your goals in your life will be destroyed. We don't want it to reach there. We want you to be focused. Even if you don't have finance, there are bursaries. You can't tell me that you don't know there are bursaries in this country. There are companies that give you this governmental bursaries. So do something with your life. If you can't find a way of doing some I don't know, man. The 350 you've been getting, time to save it, invest it, save. Start a business for yourself. If you're not getting a 350, Zamanyana, piece job somewhere, start securing the bag, build something. Don't just waste your life. God didn't bring you in this earth for you to just be somebody. God brought you here to be a great person. So the more focused and sharpened you become mentally, the more better person you become. So spend time in investing your mind. Don't waste your life in the name of I finished metric, I'm old. It's time to do other things. If you are going to school, don't sleep. Because if you sleep, hey, Baba, people are opportunists out there. You are going to a university, you are going to a college, you're going to a technical, and you're going to meet opportunists, you're going to meet people who are selfish, you're going to meet all sorts of kind of people. So learn to discern and navigate the people whom you can work with to elevate your life. Be focused, don't just befriend everybody. Look for people who are going to make your life better and invest in your mind, please.
Yeah, do personal research, man. Learn about the people who have quit, or the people who just left college, universities, and all that. What were the causes? Some were pregnant, some were because of this and that. So I think it will also be a mind opener, not to fall into the same traps,
Yeah,
not to be in that circumstance. You catch my drift.
yeah.
So yeah, do your personal research. Things that I'm supposed to do in college and university, things that I'm supposedly not to ever do right there. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Focus on your studies. Focus on your future. Your studies are your future right now. So yeah, be great. Yeah.
Yeah, be great. Yeah, man, I believe we've said enough. These people now, um, one day they're gonna thank us when they meet us for such kind of episodes because we give nothing but the best and we wanna see our people getting somewhere.
For sure, always, man. Look, we we are one people. We are one people, and I will love it if we see it that way, right? There are a lot of things that I don't know, that you know, and it will be fine and very good if you start talking about those things to people who don't know. So I'll be able to thank you, open my mind, show me the way, and all of that. That's why we're doing this right now at the beginning of the year. You know, what we know, what we have learned, to open your mind and just to open a pathway for you to go into a better route.
Yeah, 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 yeah. With that being said, man, what's on your mind?
What's on my mind is that uh, this is very deep. I don't know, like, I should be saying it in this episode, but let me just say, uh, we are buying designer clothes, we are buying designer watches that cost over 100,000s, 500,000s, but we are not buying land. Where is our mind? We have been programmed. We have been programmed to wear designers by the elites on TV, celebrities, and all that. So I want to change your mind. I want to influence your mind, telling you that designers are not gonna build your tomorrow. They're not gonna change the lives of your descendants, to your generation, but they're only killing it. They're only stealing from you and making you more poor. So the money that you get, more money, do not live your life in expense of trend. Do not live your life in expense of trying to be like anybody else. Learn this way. Land is more important than designer. Land will live forever. Designer will not live forever. So hear me out. Yeah. What's up? Are you focused?
It's serious overheating.
Yeah.
We get it's your money. We don't have a problem that it's your money. But what we are simply saying is that remember you're gonna have generations who are gonna come after you. And land is one of the greatest inheritance ever. Look, my great grandfather found a land, gave it to my grandfather, the same land we still have even today. Here we are, futuristic individuals. We are thinking of changing the world, and we know we got portions of the land. So if anybody wants to start he wants to do a certain thing here in the hood, there's a land, So land is the very important. I've seen it, from my life. I've seen it, Pastor Lesejo Daniel teaching about it, the importance of buying a land. He's building a big church. So he still has the future plan ahead of him. He has not yet completed his plan, but because he got plenty of land, he has all this time to build. He takes his time to build. So having a land is the very, very important thing, because I've learned in the Bible also, when God would give someone a gift, even to Abraham, he said, look at this, as far as your eyes can see the sky. This is your land. This is my gift as God to you. So when God gives you the greatest gift, it's the land. Because God knows with the land there are minerals, there's water, you can build, you can create, you can create a new world. Like you say, you want to build amazing city.
For sure.
So amazing city is possible to appear if only there's a land.
Yeah.
And you have the full rights to amazing city if you have your own land.
Own land.
So we get that it's your money. We get that it's your this and that. But allow us to help you. Because even with that money, Kesper say, if you don't know how to use money, you are a foolish person. So allow us to tell you that even if it's your money, stop investing it in designer, stop investing in useless thing. I've learned this, and I always say this. I saw a post. I saw a thing. Is it it was an interview? They were interviewing a rich person, and he said, "Us rich people, we invest in assets." He said, "I can buy a painting and keep it in a museum that is worth 5 million, and you think I'm a foolish person. But I know that should I die, if my son take the same painting and gonna sell it, it's gonna accumulate more money. He might sell it for 10 million. So with one item, my son or my daughter can become a millionaire in a second. So to the primes, guys, it's important to invest. Please invest, buy a land, invest in better things. This year, let us do things with a fresh mind, fresh perspective. Let's not do things for the sake of doing, but let us do things to better our lives. So thanks, man. Hey, your mind got crazier things.
Yeah.
Hey, man, what's on my mind, right?
Yeah.
Or what's on my mind is why are our sisters, right? Why our sisters allowing boys to ruin their future,
Okay, yeah.
you know, in the name of I'm a young person, I'm enjoying my youthful days. It still bothers me. It's one thing that is my heart. It's one thing that is my heart. It's one thing that troubles my mind. Every single day I think about it. Why are our sisters wasting their time, ruining their youth in the name of Kekabos? What is true Klabu Shabi? If somebody say I'm eating my youth, according to you, if you had to correct it, what is it that they have to do?
No, I think even the Bible says it. Like, man, enjoy your youth, but there's a difference between enjoying your youth and wasting your youth. You know, you can enjoy your youth. It doesn't mean be rebellious. It doesn't mean be a sinner or do things that are going to destroy your life. So don't waste your life. You can enjoy your youth by doing many things rather than destroying it. So there's a difference between enjoying your youth and wasting your youth.